The old myth that, oh gosh, saving wildlife or protecting parks is bad for business, that's of course not true anymore. Today, parks and conservation work with people to try to say, okay, long term, it's in everybody's benefit if we can protect these species and protect these wild areas, because protecting nature equals protecting people. And zoos are a good place to tell that story.
CREW is the Center for Conservation and Research of Endangered Wildlife. And at CREW, we really focus on trying to save species with science. The two components of CREW's research is really a focus on propagation and basically saving the genetic diversity that we currently have of these species that we're focused on. So we do a lot of cryopreservation work. We bank semen, we bank embryos, we bank seed, pollen, and plant tissues. And our hope is that that genetic diversity can be used in the future.
We work primarily here in the U.S., but we also work internationally with a lot of conservation partners. And just in the last 10 to 20 years, I've worked in Mongolia, South Africa, Brazil, and the Middle East. And a lot of our work is trying to help them gain the knowledge and the skills to conserve their wildcat species in those countries. And so, particularly in Brazil, we've done a lot of work with ocelots and jaguars. And we've done research with the cats that they have in their facilities to produce offspring with both artificial insemination and embryo transfer procedures, and training their scientists to be able to use these same techniques so they can apply it without the need for us to be there.
This idea that zoos contribute directly to conservation is an important part of a modern mission. You probably know that species like the California condor and the black-footed ferret, they would not get off the endangered species list, but for the fact of captive breeding helped bring them back and save the species.
We have seen some remarkable breakthroughs at CREW just in the time that I've been working here. And the Sumatran rhino, of course, I can point to as one of our proudest examples. We spent years studying the reproductive physiology of the Sumatran rhino and kind of unraveled the mystery of how their reproductive physiology works and what it would take to breed them. And we were able to produce 3 calves right here at the Cincinnati Zoo at a time when nobody else in the world was breeding Sumatran rhinos.
So one of the most important messages is that conservation is for everybody. It's not a left thing or a right thing. And one of the things we've enjoyed working with the International Conservation Caucus is that it's bipartisan, and they understand that, because if we're going to protect nature, people need to understand that it actually is in our best interest, not just to save wildlife.